Hey guys, right here we've got an Olympus OM-1n. We'll just run through the specs really quick and then we'll put some film in here. Start at the base of the lens. We've got the shutter control knob. This isn't part of the lens, it just happens to be in that spot. Going from bulb, 1 second, all the way up to 1,000th of a second. Past that you'll find your focus control and your aperture knob. This particular lens is a 50mm f1.8. The aperture goes all the way to f16. On the very front here, got a filter. I can't notice a difference with or without the filter, but I do notice I get a lot less fingerprints on the lens with this on here, and it's just kind of a buffer for accidents. On the top here, we've got a rewind knob, the on and off switch for the metering, a hot shoe, fire off your TTL flash right there, little ASA control, you might know that better as ISO. You can press this small button down here and control that, and you'll set that setting to whatever film you choose to put in. Past that you'll see the shutter release, and it's tapped for a shutter release cable, and that cocks the camera, cocks the shutter. So here on the front, got your rewind lock. When it's horizontal, you can rewind the film. When it's vertical, you can't. Self timer right here. This is a mirror lockup. If you're going to take a macro shot, for instance, you can reduce the shake by locking the mirror up. Over here, you've got a flash sync port for an FP and an X control. On the lens, this releases the lens, and this is an aperture preview button. Normally, when you're looking through your viewfinder, you will see through the largest aperture unless you press this down, and you will get a preview of whatever aperture you're set to. When you're metering, make sure that button's not pressed. On the bottom here, got a made in Japan and a serial number with a port here, which I assume corresponds to what's underneath here. You can remove that panel with a coin and attach a winder, an electronic winder. In the center here, we've got a tripod mount, and on the far right edge, we've got a place where you can remove this panel with a coin and insert a coin cell battery. You can get those batteries from BH Photo. I know they're kind of hard to find, but I got mine at BH, and it works great. Not a sponsor. So, let's pop open the back and put some film in here. Your rewind knob, you just pull it up and a tiny bit further, opens the back. The film I've got here is some Kodak T-Max 400 black and white. I find it's a little bit easier if I start on the take-up spool and slip it in the slot. I show it to you right there till it comes through just a little bit on the other side. Then you can kind of spin it a little with your thumb and set it on the gear right there. And you can pull this over and set it down, and you'll need to lift this up all the way here. Then it'll fall into place. Lock it back down. It doesn't go down at first. Spin it a little bit till it goes all the way down. Then I put some pressure on that with my thumb, and I'll wind it once, making sure I'll wind it once, making sure the gears stay in the holes there. Then you can put a little tension on here if you want to, just to ensure that everything's lined up before you slap the back on there. See, the cogs are all in the holes on the film, and click it into place. And then you can take your first shot and then keep winding it until your window here reads 1. Suppose you load this in total darkness, you can probably get those extra shots instead of wasting them like we just did. But after your third wind there, you should be good to go. Anyway, so just to wrap it up, that's all we've got. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.